let's define how often the enemy aliens drop bombs. So let's define a constant for that. Private final int bomb drop frequency every 20 frames. Let's check if enemy may drop bomb or not. To check frames, so we need to have a frame counter there. So frame is when action performed is called, so frame counter is incremented. And then when we check the event queue, so one of the event is if a frame counter reaches the defined frequency, then we are going to drop bomb. So here, if frame counter is a bomb drop frequency, then we are going to try to drop bombs. So game board, let's get enemy composite. Enemy composite getter is not there, so go back to the game board. So enemy composite, let's add the getter for that. Get enemy composite. Getter is added. Go back to the timer list. Let's try to do get enemy composite there. And then let's call drop bombs method. Then drop bombs method will determine every 20 frames we call drop bombs, and then frame counter is reset. So enemy composite, so let's add drop bombs method, public void drop bombs there. So what you want to do is for each enemy, and then have a let's small random number. If a random number is a certain range, let's add a bomb. So in composite, let's define an array for bombs. Private array list game element bombs. New array list there. So drop bombs for each enemy. So for one rows, and for so this is each enemy in the row. And what you do is let's have a random number generator. So let's define it over here. Private random new random. So let's use a random number generator. Then using the random number generator, random next float, then it generates a random numbers between 0 and 1. If that is very small, like that, then let's add a bomb. But this is from this enemy, so use the enemy location for the corresponding bomb. So every 20 frames, so timer listener, every 20 frames, we try to drop bombs. Then for each enemy, if a random number is within this range, so 10%, each enemy has a 10% of a chance to drop bomb. So that is the logic for adding bombs randomly. Then for rendering, we need to render bombs as well. So this one was rendering all the enemies, so we need to render bombs as well. So let's give a comment. So render enemy array. Next is let's render bombs. So 4 bombs. Let's name it as a B dot render G there. And then for animation part, animation, so we need to do animate bombs as well. For bomb, what you need to do is bomb animate. Each bomb has animation logic there, so we just call that. And then let's just see how this runs. Start, and the bomb drops quite randomly. There, we can shoot. Bombs comes from enemies. If you want to have more bombs, just increase the chances and the like. So our Space Invader game is pretty much done except for collision detection.